Joining us now from House Foreign Affairs, Congressman Darrell Issa. Congressman, it's great to see you again. What was your reaction when you heard Senator Chuck Schumer attack Israel's leader, Benjamin Netanyahu, from the Senate floor, demanding he be removed?
Well, I was shocked that at a time when they're experiencing the equivalent of our 9/11, when they have a unity government, literally all the parties in it, when the people of Israel are standing behind their leader to end once and for all the kind of attacks they've put up with, when they're being shelled by Hezbollah from the north, I find it amazing that we would even consider saying something so overtly unfair about a democracy that we've historically supported and that has supported us.
Congressman, reports coming in, President Biden and the White House did sign off on this. The reports are they did it to stop that growing boycott vote against President Biden in at least 7 states, including swing states over Gaza. You know, Senator Schumer, he's calling for a new election in Israel. There has not been an election in Gaza in 18 years since Hamas took over in 2006. You know, you point out Israel is surrounded by Iranian-backed terror groups. Shouldn't the focus be on bringing back home the hostages Hamas kidnapped, including U.S. citizens?
Oh, absolutely. And you've made it very clear. They're dealing with domestic issues here. The president wants to have both the Jewish vote and the Middle Eastern vote, and he's losing both of them, and so he's asking for help. Well, I'm afraid the help isn't coming by an attack on Israel. Yes, we should be actively helping to alleviate as much harm as we can, but we also have an obligation to stick behind this democracy that is united right now in wanting to end this war, but end this war in a way in which they don't have to put up with it again. You know, I'm not some sort of a Pollyannish that thinks everything's perfect. All wars have their problems, but to call for the legally elected, the middle of his 4-year term leader at a time in which he actually brought the opposition into his government couldn't be more off and more related to those states that want to boycott Joe Biden. Joe Biden has a political problem. Bibi Netanyahu does not.
Yeah, so, it's being called, Senator Schumer is being accused of election interference in Israel. Let's watch this, too. Watch.
I told him, Bibi, so many people, I said, Bibi, you know I'm going to come to you. Sir, just...
Do you have any comments, sir, on Senator Schumer's speech on Israel yesterday?
Senator Schumer contacted my staff, my senior staff. He's going to make that speech, and I'm not going to elaborate on the speech. He made a good speech, and I think he expressed a serious concern, shared not only by him but by many Americans.
Okay, so that's the president there. So your take on what the president just said, it should be pointed out, the war against Hamas, some 30,000 Palestinians, mostly civilians, are now deceased. Hamas is still holding hostages. But Democrats are warning what's going on is costing the president politically.
Well, it certainly is. But let's remember, back when President Obama was in office and Joe Biden was the vice president, they spent U.S. tax dollars trying to defeat Bibi Netanyahu, and we covered it on Oversight. So this isn't the first time you've seen this administration trying to take Bibi Netanyahu out because they don't like his form of government.
Got it. Congressman Issa, thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to see you.